Good evening and welcome to Rock River Community Radio's broadcast of EP Sports. Tonight we're bringing you live action from Prophetstown High School, and a little different than what you're used to. It's not a Friday night, it's not football. We're bringing you volleyball, and the Lady Panthers are playing host to the Kewanee. Are they the Boilermakers?
Yep, they still
All right, they are the Boilermakers. Alongside Ryan Winkler, I'm Scott Miner. We're going to bring you to tonight's contest. First time this year that we're bringing you live action from inside a gym, and this is the first time we're bringing you action via YouTube channel, and certainly hope that all of the broadcast is going well. And so I need a little bit of help from you before we kick things off. If you got my number, or you can get us on YouTube, let us know if things are going well and you're able to see us on this end. I want to bring in my co-host, Ryan Winkler. Ryan, I appreciate you coming on set tonight with us and helping with the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Super excited. Obviously, first of all, just as a coach in our community, I can't thank Bill and what Rock River Community Radio and you and Scott and Darren Keith and everybody's doing for our community to be able to really highlight our student athletes. And I'm excited about tonight. Opportunity to highlight our volleyball team, having a tremendous year. I know we're going to be talking about some other sports teams, the success that they're having. Beforehand, we had our 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball teams that both just won conference this past weekend. So just so many great things are happening right now with our EP Panther Sports, and just so excited to be able to highlight some of those things tonight.
Yeah, let's bring you up to speed. What's going on? Actually, you know what? We're going to take a break. We're getting ready for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside and let that happen, and we'll be back for the start of the contest right after that. And we're getting ready for starting lineups. Your Panthers having a tremendous season after coming off a great season last year where they went to the sectional finals.
Yep.
Got beat in a thriller. And under first-year head coach Rachel Bram, just following that season up with just another phenomenal one, coming in at 18-2, and only 2 losses so far this year, coming at the Oregon Invite to Dixon and then to Lee Wynn in bracket play in that tournament. Otherwise, they've run the table. They're undefeated in conference play, and we're into the second half of the season. So and not only have they been winning, they've been dominant. They've won virtually every game they played, so that's been pretty special to watch.
Yeah, it's been fun to see them. Princeton back-to-back. Princeton's second team in conference right now. Only 2 losses in conference have been to the Panthers. We hosted them late last week. And it was a dogfight. We had to really battle, from first serve until the last part of the game to pull out a couple really tough wins. And then it was just really exciting. I know Coach Bram was talking to her before, just how proud she was going on the road at their place, wanting some revenge from them to us. And we dominated last night. It was so much fun watching the video. And, right from the get-go, that they were on it and really asserted their dominance.
The Kewanee Boilermakers coming in with a record of 9-9. this season, good enough for 6th place in the conference right now. And certainly a match we would expect to come in and handle tonight, but every night's a new night. So
well, and once again, the first time they went to Kewanee, I know it was earlier in the season, but Kewanee gave us all we could handle. We went 3 games with them. Honestly, they jumped on us right away in the first set. I think we lost like 25 to 16. Actually, it might have been less than that. And then we had to battle back. And it was just fun to just watch the girls. I think we won like 26-24 in the third. So these girls from Kewanee, there's a couple that can really attack the ball well. I think, though, once again, we always talk about in-system with volleyball. If we can get a great pass and stay in system, we're great. I looked at a little bit of a video of the Princeton coach last night, and he was talking about how well we transition off the net to be ready to attack, and he said it by far the best team that sees that do that. So if we're able to do those things tonight, I think we'll be in great shape.
All right, we're getting set for the first serve, but before we do that, we want to send out a congratulations to the lady golf team, having a tremendous year, and we've been keeping you up to date with their progress through the course of the Friday night football broadcasts. They had regionals today, and as a team, they placed second, and so they advanced to the sectionals. Congratulations to them. They played at Lake Carroll, very tough course. Michelle Nosker led the way for EP with a 94 to finish 4th place. Izzy Johnston with a 98 to finish 9th. Taylor Richmond had a great round, finishing with 103, finished 18th. And rounding out our scoring was Ava Graw with 108. So congratulations to those ladies. Keep it going.
Yeah, we're so excited for them. They put in so much work the last 4 years, starting from basically nowhere and then building into what they did today. And just what an accomplishment. I'm just so happy and so proud of those girls. And now they get to go to Rockford on Monday and give it their best shot.
All right, Kewanee is going to be serving first tonight. You want to run through who's on the floor?
Yep. For EP, we have Eden on the right side. We have Kaylee Keegan as our setter. We have Kayla Pritchard as our outside. We have Elena Frank in the back row with Bryn Brown, our libero, and Ashlyn Johnson will be our first server.
And that first serve is an ace for Kewanee, falls in front of Bryn and Ashlyn. And Kewanee with a quick 1-0 lead.
One of those things where volleyball is so crazy where it starts with that first pass. If we can get that first pass and get to where we want to, we'll be in really good shape. But that's a great recovery by our girls.
Miss hit by the outside hitter for Kewanee evens up the score at 1. A little different for us this year, with having video. We don't have to give you the play-by-play and tell you the story. You can watch the action, and we'll just kind of fill in a little bit. There's a block that will end up with a point for Kewanee.
That's definitely one of our strengths with Lauren and Elena. When we have Eden in the front row, Kaylor, we're very long, and so as long as we can get those blocks turned in, I think we'll be in good shape. There's a good pass. Perfect. That's the in system that we talk about.
You haven't been to volleyball games this year or last. Lauren, just a big hitter in the middle for us.
Yep, super excited. It starts with Bryn's perfect pass. Obviously, Kaylee Keegan is incredible, setting over 1,000 assists in her career, which is just an incredible accomplishment. And Lauren has just put so much work in, so it's been fun to watch her.
Kaylee reached that 1,000 career assist mark earlier this season. Congratulations to her.
Our serving, when it's on, is really good. Shelby has been one of our most consistent servers. Coach Bram really loves to pick a target out, and our girls do a really good job of hitting right to that target.
And this is Shelby Hodgett. And the spike from the middle row is good for Kewanee. Knots it up at 3. Substitutions for Kewanee. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit here early. Good serve off the net. That'll be an ace for Kewanee.
You played sports long enough, excuse me, you know that there's just some teams that just don't match up well, or for whatever reason, it's like, oh man. And this Kewanee team, I tell you, they're really scrappy. So I think we're going to be in for a really good match tonight.
Good dig by Shelby.
now we just look like we're kind of a step slow.
And a miss hit by Elena there. That'll turn the ball over to Kewanee, up 5-3 are the Boilermakers. Struggling a little bit to field the serves from Kewanee so far.
And that was kind of, and once again, we're right there on the blocks. Just, we got to make sure that we're pointing them back in. This was kind of the MO the first time we played them, is their servers, when they are on, really gave us problems. And then as the game went on, they got a little bit more inconsistent. But man, when they are on, they can definitely create problems. Man,
good save by Kewanee.
Great get. Yeah.
And that ball sails out of bounds by the Panthers. And Kewanee opening up a little bit of a lead here, 7-3.
It's one of those things, you know you don't want to look past your opponents, but after a dominating performance to the team that you think is going to give you the hardest, games in conference, it's easy to have a little bit of a letdown, especially on your home court. And I think we're kind of seeing a little bit of that right now to start this game.
There's a set to Lauren, and I don't know that there's anybody in the conference going to stop that.
Now when it's in system, it's just so good. Lauren has decided that she's going to go to Platteville next year to try to play volleyball. So super excited for her for that opportunity with a really, really, really good program at the Pioneers at Wisconsin-Platteville. It's a good get.
Tip at the net there.
Yep.
And a good setup, an outside hit by Kewanee. 8-4 your score. Boilermakers on top. That serve goes into the net, and a break for the Panthers. Eden will come in. Bryn Brown, the libero, will have a seat. Lauren to serve. Good serve.
Yep, it's a good start. Now they're out. Now, there you go. That's exactly what we needed.
And the attempted bump over the net, into the net, and the Panthers with 2 straight points, 8-6. The Panthers trailing right now.
I always like to think about volleyball kind of like a baseball series. If you can win 2 out of 3, you're going to put yourself in good shape. So every single time that you serve, if you can get 2 out of 3 points, every time you have a server up, by the end of the game, you're like, okay, that was a 10-point win. We'll take that. So it's just trying to keep that momentum through.
And an ace by Lauren.
No, that was great for us.
Caught a break there.
Yes,
that was going to sail past the end line there, but Kewanee opted to try to keep it in play, and so a second ace for Lauren. Back-to-back tied score, 8-8.
I don't know if there's a sport that is more momentum-based than volleyball, where if you're on, and once again, like we see it, not a very good pass, and then that led to us having to be able to have a transition, then we don't. It's so crazy how when you are in system, how great you can look.
Ooh.
Shot by Eden.
Yeah, got away with one there maybe a little bit.
This is where Eden is such an advantage up front. There you go.
Ball sails long, no tip.
Yep.
Point for the Panthers. Panthers take the, I believe it's first lead of the game, 9-8.
Just Eden's length. It seems like it's only half an inch or an inch, but then that's what creates the ball to sail deep. Another great serve by Lauren to start. Now we're back in exactly what we want to do. There's Ash.
Big hit by Ashlyn Johnson. And the Panthers on a roll now, up 10-8. Libero for Kewanee checking into the game. And they're going to go right at her right away.
There you go, Lauren. Great pass. Very good. Nice job.
And hit into the net by Kewanee. And another point or two. Kewanee be looking at a timeout. 11-8 to your score.
Last night we kind of had the same thing where we had a server that could get 8 or 9 points in a row that kind of extended it, and Lauren's done a great job of getting it in and creating these opportunities. Nice job by Shelby.
Great dig by Kewanee.
Nice
and
job,
Kaylee with a little punch over the net for a winner. 12-8, and Kewanee's going to burn their first time out, it looks. And they will. So,
man, what a turnaround.
Yeah, nice comeback after being down early. No panic in the Panthers whatsoever.
That's the thing that I think has been the most fun watching them is I don't really think there has been a time where they panicked. I know they lost to Dixon in 3. And I think if you ask them, like, that's one that they wish they could have had back, because I think they really thought that they should have won that game. Kind of got away from them, I think, with just some attitudes and some different things from what the girls, admitted to. And ever since that point, it doesn't matter if it's going good or bad. Like, they have been very, very even-keeled. And so it's just all that experience. I mean, you know what that is. Majority of the girls right now are seniors that are just giving great momentum. So
Bill scanning the crowd there. We got a good crowd on hand tonight.
Our student section is the best in conference when it comes to volleyball. The football guys do a great job of coming over after practice, and everybody's just all together. It's great. This is always big. Can you get the serve in after the timeout? Because that's the main reason. Just somehow can we get it in? And not only does she get it in, it's a great serve.
Yep. And a great spike to the back corner for Kewanee. And they end that run. 12-9 your score. Panthers on top. Timeout did what it needed to do for Kewanee.
Yep, broke the momentum just a little bit. And now this first pass is going to be key for us. Yeah, serve out. That will help.
Kaylee Keegan back to serve.
Excellent.
A poor execution there by the Boilermakers. 14-9. Kaylee still serving. There's a great serve, and there's an ace for Kaylee.
I just think back to last year when we were doing the run for the Panthers up until that sectional final, where when they passed the ball well, they were unstoppable. And then, which was a little uncharacteristic, another ace. It was a little uncharacteristic that last game is just we couldn't get the passes.
Right.
And once we couldn't get the passes, we couldn't stay in system. We couldn't get it to our best hitters. That's what the Panthers have done so well this year is our passing that leads to Kaylee's perfect sets.
And once again, another ace.
3 in a row.
It's been an incredible run across the board for our Panther programs, and this fall, volleyball team and golf teams are having good seasons. Of course, the football team's playing pretty well right now too. So it's just been a fun fall. To watch.
Yeah, and I think when we co-opt all of our Panther sports, this is where we wanted to be. Like, this is how we wanted to build programs, and I really believe that at every level right now, like, that's what we're doing. And especially now that we've combined it to junior high level. Like, we just had our meeting with our basketball junior high coaches this past week, and we're all on the same page. We're building the skills from 6th grade into 7th grade, 8th grade, and then all the way through. And when you have the systems in place, and then more importantly, like, these girls, specifically the girls we're talking about right now, they showed up all year to the weight room. Like, all summer long, they had 80 to 85 to 90% of the girls that are out there right now were in the weight room together. And so not only the skills that they worked on in their club and everything, but just that hard work, that athleticism. Like, we had to be better athletes to compete in our conference. And right now, at all levels, I think we're really starting to see that pay off.
and the intangible team chemistry that you build
Yep.
when you're just hanging out with each other.
Yep. And once again, you ask every athlete, what do you guys think about co-oping? And they love it. Like they love the connections that they have built. So it's been really, really good. Ooh.
There's an ace for Kewanee. 18-11 is your score. Panthers on top here in game one. We've got Kewanee in the net there. The set from the back row was a little bit deep, and Kewanee got a little rambunctious there, thought maybe they could get to it, but got into the net, so point for the Panthers.
That was a great job by Kaylee just to at least get a hand on it to create that. Aubrey Heisman's checked in for the first time outside. Great dig right off the bat. That's the thing about this team is they're so deep. We were talking about it before. There's, 8, 9, 10 girls that all what a pass by Eden. That was a great job. Great spot by Bryn. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, set to Ashland from the middle, and point for the Panthers, 19-11. Just a well-executed series of events there.
Those are the fun rallies right there.
Ashland set to serve, 20-11. That ball sailed into the chest of the Boilermaker, and an ace, 21-11.
Pretty sure it was 8-3 at some point
yeah.
Of this game. So it's been an 18-3 run since the early part of the game. Another great serve by Ashland.
Good job at the net there by Eden and by Kaler there. 22-11.
Nice block. Oh.
Ball rolls up the arms of Ashland a little bit and falls to the ground. Point for the Boilermakers. Of course, we're in the middle of homecoming week, so some extra things going on. Probably a little bit easier to lose a little bit of focus, but girls seem to be focused when they need to here.
I was just thinking that I wonder if we should talk about that during the breaks of games, but there's definitely lots of things that are on the kids' minds this week, and that's why last night was so impressive, and so far tonight has been great. The focus has been outstanding, but once again, the energy in this gym, is fantastic.
22-13 your score.
It's a great pass.
Backside set. Oh, nice job by Aubrey to the back. And found a hole, 23-13. This is the Lady Panthers' last game of the week. We'll get to enjoy the rest of the week and homecoming festivities. And that ball is going to sail out of bounds from Kewanee's outside hitter.
Our block up front is just so intimidating for so many girls.
Yeah, it makes the outside hitters stop short and bring the ball up, and so many times sail the ball out of bounds. And that ball into the net, and that is game one in the books. 25-13, game one final score.
You were talking about festivities and things that are happening in school, and if you would have asked the girls at the beginning of the week, what game are you looking forward to the most? It wouldn't have been the Princeton game. It wouldn't be the game tonight. It would be what's going to happen tomorrow night in Powder Puff. Like they are so excited about Powder Puff over in Erie tomorrow night, where the classes compete against each other. Started last year, so the senior class this year or juniors last year, they were able to win. So they're trying to defend their title. So that's what they were more worried about than anything else. How can we make sure that there's no other games? So I think originally, I don't know why, but we're supposed to play Riverdale tomorrow night. So it's supposed to be 3 games in a row on homecoming week. And they were talking to Mr. Howell and Mr. DeMay and Mr. McConnell and anyone that would listen, hey, we need to get this game changed because we can't not have Powder Puff. And so they're able to convince them, and so that's what they're excited about tomorrow night.
What else do we have going on this week? Of course, we're both schools have theme days each day.
Yep. So the rest of the week we'll have so in Erie we'll have our Powder Puff. There'll be a couple games that we'll have that night, and then the King and Queen will be crowned tomorrow night. It's up at Erie Football Stadium at Wainheim Field. So everyone is more than welcome for the community to come out and watch that. That's why we've switched it. Mrs. McDonald and Mrs. Melton are our student council advisors, and they really wanted to get the community involved as much as possible, and so that's why we made the switch last year to our Powder Puff and then King and Queen on that night.
For both schools?
No, just for
Erie. Okay.
Yep.
How about Provincetown?
Provincetown is Thursday. So Thursday we'll have the parade here in town, and then we come into the gym, and that is when the teams will be announced over here in Provincetown. Everybody will talk about kind of what's going on in the fall sports, and then their King and Queen will be crowned, along with their court will be recognized on Thursday night, and then Friday is Erie's parade. So we'll do that in the afternoon. We have games and different things throughout the day. And then we'll have our parade, and then the game will happen Friday night. And so definitely still a lot of festivities for our student athletes here the next 3 days.
And, of course, all of it culminates with a game with the Panthers taking on the Riverdale Rams. And, Rams have been a doormat for our conference for quite a long time. We can't say that this year. They are a powerhouse, record of 4-1. Panthers going to come into this game at 3-2, so it should be a good matchup. Looking forward to it. Hope you all can come out and support. Just enjoy homecoming.
Absolutely, and kind of going back to what we talked about, how we build a program. It has been fun to watch Coach Derrickson, what they've done with that program. Like you going back to everyone working together and taking a lot of pride in that, and spending time building the program in the weight room. Sometimes it's easy that all there are rivals. Like, we don't want them to be successful, but just from a coach's perspective, it's been really fun to watch them build their program into what they have. So I agree. I think it's going to be a great matchup between two teams that are really solid. I think definitely we have had the much harder schedule so far up to this point of the season when it comes to the football schedule. And so I'm hoping that's going to pay a lot of dividends for us on Friday night.
But, hey, that's a couple days away, and we're here to talk about volleyball. And much like the first game, Lady Panthers starting off a little sluggish here in game 2, down 2-0 already. And you know what? Let's just give the ball to Lauren and see what she can do. A great set by Kaylee there to Lauren in the middle. And
it started with the pass from Kaylor.
Yes.
Like, once again, it's just if you can get any pass near Kaylee, her hands are so soft. 99% of the time, she's going to put it exactly where it needs to be. And then all they got to do is swing. And we got some girls that can really swing. What a pass.
Oh. Top judge or top official said that ball was out. And that's close. That could have gone either way.
Come on, Joe. Joe Thompson is the top official. I was talking to him before the game.
I wasn't going to throw out names.
We've had lots of fun with Joe over the years. He told me, though, that this is his 50th year as a high school official.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yep, and so he said, this is going to be my last basketball season. And I was joking with him. I'm like, thank goodness. And he started laughing. I'm like, no, I'm just joking, Joe. I really appreciate Joe.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's done it for a long time for the right reasons. And we need more people like that. High school sports and what we're trying to accomplish with these young student athletes, we need officials to step up. And a lot of them are getting to the age where they're going to be done. So we need some younger people to step up.
Good job by Ashlyn there to push that ball to the back left corner. And point for the Panthers. Trailing 3-2. Ella Brooks back to serve. And that falls into the net. Service error.
Yep.
A couple of substitutions for the Boilermakers. Libero come out. Haven't given credit to the coaching staff yet. Like we said, Coach Bram in her first year as the EP head volleyball coach. Of course, an alum of the EP program. You might recognize her from her maiden name days of Rachel Colbert. Along with that, in that coaching staff with her are Nathan Jones, Jenna, newly named Jenna Riddell, Kara Skipper. It's so new that that the program still says Jenna Sade. Kara
Good
Skipper
catch on that, by the way.
And Lindsay Milam.
Yeah, it's a great coaching staff. There's a lot of volleyball experience on that staff. It's funny that you're talking about Rachel and Jenna. It's hard for me to say Bram and Riddell just because it's always been Colbert and Sade.
Sure.
But I'm to the point of my career now where those things are changing, which is great.
Lauren back to serve, and is going to get another ace under her belt. 6-4.
This was a rotation where we made our push last time with Lauren serving, and I think if she can keep getting it in, I think we definitely have the advantage in the front row with our hitters. So we don't have any miss hits. Oh, what a serve!
Another great one, but able to get saved by Kewanee and Eden, able to put it down with her length.
It's so much fun to watch Eden progress over the years. From kind of somebody that was maybe a little unsure of how good she could be, like just watching her blossom into the athlete that she's become and how enthusiastic she is has been so much fun. Oh, nice get, Ashlyn.
And ball falls to the court on the EP side, 7-5. Your score, Bryn coming back into the game for Lauren in the back row. Setting up Ashlyn on the backside, big hit, a good save.
Great dig. Little miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that'll fall for a point for the Boilermakers. I saw that their fresh soft team are the Rivets.
Yes.
And their varsity, I thought that was unique.
Yep.
Got to be a Rivet before you can be a Boilermaker. Eden the set and off the head of number 8 for Kewanee, Lily Hampton.
Glad that she has a smile on her face.
Yeah.
That was a really, really tough angle by Eden. That was a great hit.
Kayla Pritchard checks back in. Kaylee's going to be your server. And that ball from the backside is wide left for Kewanee. 9-6. Panthers on top.
You can tell Kewanee has talked about that block because they're trying to hit around it. It's just really hard for the angles to be able to either take it down the line or cross court to get it in. And once again, that's just our length and the problems that we create with that.
Your miss becomes so small.
Yes. Wow.
Big hit cross court for Ashlyn. That falls in. 10-6.
One thing that Bryn has done a great job. So if you notice on that one, Kaylee took the first hit, so our setter was out. And Bryn has done a great job of passing at least to a spot where they can attack from, and she's really, really good at that.
Another good serve by Kaylee.
Perfect pass. Eden again.
Eden with a kill. Panthers on a little bit of a roll. Kaylee continuing to serve for us.
Bryn's right there for the dig. Oh, great back set.
Kaylee not able to handle that one, too close to the net. That'll be a point for the Boilermakers.
Yeah, Kaylor kind of got in between. She didn't know she was going to go up and hit it, and then she's like, oh, I don't think I can, and then the pass just got a little too close to the net. Nice pass by Ashlyn.
And a tip block goes out of bounds for the Boilermakers. And a point to the Panthers. 12-7. Elena Frank checking back in. Ella Brooks checking out. I haven't been able to take in any volleyball games this year, but I am absolutely with you with Eden's progression from even from last year to this year. It was, there were times where I'm like, oh, we just got to get Lauren back to the front row. We don't miss a beat.
Yep. And like I said, I think Coach Bram has really done a good job of kind of trying to see what type of rotations will be the best. And she's worked through some of the early progressions on where it's at. And I think right now they're all kind of fitting into their spots and their roles on the team. And you can just tell that they're really comfortable with each other right now.
That ball goes into the net. That'll be a point for the Boilermakers. 13-8. Panthers on top, already up 1-0. Panthers looking to extend their season to 19-2 with a win tonight. There's a good serve, and that'll be an ace for the Boilermakers off of Bryn.
One of those knuckleball serves. It's so hard if you are someone that can serve that well.
Coach Bram. Boy, got to be careful not to do that. Coach Bram pointing out that believes the Boilermakers had 7 girls in rotation on the floor at the same time. Boilermakers coach called timeout, got him off the floor real quick, trying to maybe recognize that and tried to cover that up. And both officials agree, and they're going to give a point to the Panthers for that very thing.
So did they get a point, though, on the serve?
Yeah, that would have gone off of Bryn, so they would need to take a point off the board, right? I don't remember if there was 8 or 9 up there. And certainly they'll take that timeout away from, they'll give the timeout back to the Boilermakers.
I would think so. Still a little conversation. I'm not sure exactly. There we go. We got it switched.
All right, 14-8 is your score. Good catch.
And they did not give them a timeout, which is also, I think, the right thing.
Yep.
So.
All right. Good catch there, Coach Winkler.
Great serve.
And another good serve. And that'll be an ace. Panthers starting to take control of this match right now, 15-8.
Get by Bryn. Nice attack by Kewanee.
Substitution for Kewanee, 15-9. Panthers on top. Boilermakers will be serving. Handled nicely by the Panthers. And Lauren able to knock one down over the head of Coach Robinson.
Yeah, Coach.
Craig Robinson.
Robbie's here in the house.
Retired Erie driver's ed teacher and coach of
Volleyball
few different coaches, but yes,
for
volleyball, basketball.
long time.
And there's a block tipped at the net and falls on the EP side. Point to the Boilermakers.
Going back to that rotation error, I coached volleyball for 2 years when I first started teaching in Milledgeville, and I didn't know anything about volleyball. And as they were explaining the rules to me, I'm like, I just can't sub anybody for anybody. And they're like, nope, that's not how it works. And I said, okay. And then I'll never forget the first tournament that I was in, I put the rotation in backwards. So our girls had to rotate like opposite of what they were supposed to rotate for the entire game because you can't switch it in the middle. And oh my goodness, it was terrible.
Similar story. I got to officiate. I don't even know how I got hooked up into this, but officiate a couple of middle school girls volleyball games somehow or another back in the day. I didn't have a clue either. It took me forever to try to understand how the rotation was supposed to work. So they may have gotten away with something. And I'm sure they probably did. But all right, 18-10 is your score. Did Kewanee take that timeout?
Yep, Kewanee took timeout. This is exactly what the Panthers needed to do tonight. And, you know, after just a little bit of a slow start in each game, it's been really fun to watch the girls just take care of business and do what they're supposed to do and keep that conference lead. You know, if they're able to close out here these last few points. And once again, like you said, it makes homecoming week so much more interesting. And real quick, while we have a second, the cross country team had their conference meet today. I haven't heard any results from them.
I have not.
Our junior varsity football team played Mercer County on Monday. Got a 33-21 win to remain undefeated, you know, on the season there. Our boys golf team is going to be in regionals tomorrow at Byron Hills. Just going back to what we talked about, just so many great things right now for our Panther athletes.
Appreciate you picking all those up. You're absolutely right.
Perfect pass.
Outside pass to Ashland, and that's a kill. 19-10. Yeah, and the boys are at Byron Hills tomorrow. And that's a tomorrow morning tea time for those guys, so best of luck to them. They've been playing pretty well as of late.
It's been great. And once again, overall, young group. We have no seniors. What a block.
Big block by Lauren and Ashland in the front row there.
So, yeah, they're super excited. The best part about, we told them, you know, tonight, no one's expecting to do anything. So this is the fun part. You just get to go out and play. Like next year, there's going to be a lot more expectations. This year, you just get to go out and just have fun and see kind of where you're at. So great job by Kaylee and Lauren.
Good set from
a set. Shot by Kaylee. All right, see if we can set the block up. Yes.
Yeah. Middle hitter pushed the ball out of bounds again, understanding she has such a small window to try to get a ball down. Ashlyn Johnson will check out. Aubrey Heisman will check in.
Kewanee's also got a quick sub.
Bella Brooks is your server, up 21-10, and up 1-0.
Great get by Shelby. Oh.
Ella with an attempted save there, but falls to the ground, 21-11. Another substitution for Kewanee. Lauren on the outside, and another big ball from her.
Perfect pass. Kaylee puts it high, and Lauren goes up and gets it. That is a winning combination if we can continue to do that all the time.
22-11. Lauren is your server.
Her serves have been great tonight. She has really gave us a lot of momentum with her serves. her and Kaylee have been point on.
This one's going to wrap up here pretty quick. 22-12 is your score. I do want to tell you that, I mean, obviously we're going to be broadcasting the football game Friday night, but I want to let you know that we're going to be back here in this gym next week, and we're going to bring you the Volley for the Cure game. I think that's next Tuesday night.
Yep.
And so set your calendars. We're going to do a little bit of adjusting. I got a little feedback that our camera's not quite catching all of the action tonight. This was kind of a trial game for us, not knowing exactly with the new camera that we have what kind of angles we'd be able to get to. So we're going to try to make an adjustment, get to all of the camera, or to all of the floor next week's game. So appreciate the feedback, and we'll certainly try to do it a little better next week.
Yeah, and that Tuesday night is going to be just such an important night for our community. Obviously what it stands for, and you know, we've all been touched different ways by cancer, but there's, you know, some really special people that have a lot to do with our communities and with our students that, you know, will be recognized, and our thoughts and prayers will be with them. And so just, it's a great night, something we look forward to every year. Excited that we're going to be able to bring it to the community next week.
So come on out and be a part of the action here in Prophetstown at the Prophetstown High School if you're able. But if not, spread the word. We'll get it out on all of our media outlets and make sure that people know. But yeah, we'll be broadcasting that live on Rock River Community Radio. Match point, 24-13. Kewanee serving. Eden with a chance to finish it, and she does with a kill. And your Panthers going to bring home a victory tonight and going to run the table again.
It was just a great effort. Like you said, very few times have we not won in 2 sets, and that just comes with their mental preparation, their attitude, their trust and belief in each other. And yeah, just another great performance by our girls. And now we get to have fun the rest of the week until Friday and have a great football game.
Coach, it's been a great time having you tonight. Best of luck to you tomorrow with the boys golf team, and I hope that they all have fun and enjoy doing what they're doing and can have some success out there.
Yep, just excited. Just thank you to Bill and you for putting this on. Let me be a part of it. I love to brag up our student athletes as much as we possibly can, because they're a great group of kids, and they're really accomplishing some really, really special things this fall season. So thanks for letting me be part of it.
All right. With that, we're going to sign off. And until next time, take care and God bless.